For months, the CIA tracked Iran's most protected man. Then came the break. Intelligence indicated that Iran's supreme leader, Ali Khamenei, would attend a high-level meeting at a leadership compound in Tehran on Saturday morning. What was planned as a night strike was suddenly recalibrated. According to a report by the New York Times, the CIA had been tracking Khamenei for months, steadily building what officials described as high-fidelity intelligence on his movements and patterns. The breakthrough came when U.S. intelligence learned that a meeting of top Iranian officials was scheduled for Saturday morning at a central Tehran compound, and that Khamenei himself would be present. The intelligence was passed directly to Israel. What had been designed as a night operation was reconsidered. The new information provided a narrow but decisive window. Two U.S. sources and one U.S. official told Reuters that striking while Khamenei was in session with senior aides significantly reduced the possibility of escape or relocation. It was a critical operational calculation. Khamenei was known to avoid predictable appearances and frequently change locations. The revised timeline was approved. Israeli aircraft reported departed bases at approximately 6 a.m. Israel time. At around 9:40 a.m. Tehran time, 2 hours and 5 minutes later, long-range missiles struck the compound. Senior national security officials were gathered in one building. Khamenei was reportedly in another nearby structure. The joint mission carried two names: Operation Roaring Lion by Israel and Operation Epic Fury by the United States. According to a report by the New York Times, the strike involved U.S. warships launching Tomahawk cruise missiles, U.S. Army HIMARS systems, Israeli fighter jets, and one-way attack drones deployed by Task Force Scorpion Strike, marking their first use in combat. U.S. President Donald Trump later posted that American intelligence had successfully tracked Khamenei's movements and that he was unable to avoid our intelligence and highly sophisticated tracking systems. The compound targeted was described by the New York Times as housing the offices of the Iranian presidency, the supreme leader, and the National Security Council, effectively the nerve center of the Islamic Republic. Israeli assessments indicated that those present included Mohammad Pakpour, Commander-in-Chief of the Islamic Revolutionary Corps, Defense Minister Aziz Nasirzadeh, Admiral Ali Shamkhani, IRGC Aerospace Force Commander Sayed Majid Mousavi, and Deputy Intelligence Minister Mohammad Shirazi. The joint mission marked a decisive shift from covert shadow conflict to direct leadership targeting.
Iran's powerful Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps unleashed a chilling warning. What it calls the most ferocious offensive operation in history is coming. The threat is aimed squarely at Israel and U.S. bases and allies across the Middle East, following Iranian state television's confirmation of Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei's death. In a fiery statement, the IRGC vows revenge against the murderers of the man it calls the Imam of the Ummah. It declares that the hand of revenge of the Iranian nation will not let go, promising a severe and decisive punishment. The Guards, along with Iran's armed forces and the vast Basij militia, say they will continue Khamenei's path, crush internal and external plots, and deliver what they describe as a lesson to aggressors. Iran's cabinet reinforced the message, warning that this great crime will never go unanswered. As fury builds, a constitutional mechanism kicks in. A temporary governing council has been immediately formed after Khamenei's reported killing. Enshrined in Iranian law, the body includes the sitting president, the judiciary chief, and a cleric selected through the Guardian Council and Expediency Council framework.
reformist President Masoud Pezeshkian and hardline judiciary chief Gholam Hossein Mohseni Ejei now sit at the helm during this volatile transition. Meanwhile, the powerful assembly of experts is legally required to move as soon as possible to appoint a new supreme leader, a decision that could redefine Iran's future direction. According to multiple U.S. sources, Israel and the United States waited for a rare, high-value opportunity, a meeting of Khamenei with his top advisors. Intelligence reportedly tracked 3 such gatherings. When confirmation came that the supreme leader was convening his inner circle at a secure compound, the operation was set in motion. The strike was launched in broad daylight, unusual and bold. More than 550 munitions, 30 bombs, on more than 500 targets were dropped, according to reports. Israeli officials claim Khamenei was killed alongside senior figures, including Ali Shamkhani and Mohammad Pakpour, a senior IRGC commander. A senior Israeli source says the body of the supreme leader was later found.
We began the operation exploiting an operational window, when we simultaneously attacked 2 separate gatherings of senior officials and the Iranian terror regime. The first gathering of officials, which we attacked, convened at the Defense Council complex in Tehran. It cannot be confirmed that in this attack, several senior officials of the Iranian terror regime were eliminated, including Mohammad Pakpour, commander of the Revolutionary Guards, Saleh Assadi, senior intelligence officer of the Supreme Headquarters, Aziz Nasirzadeh, the Iranian Minister of Defense, Hossein Jabal Amalian, Reza Masafarinia, the chairman of the Shpana organization who is responsible for overseeing the military defense industries, Ali Samkhani, the former chairman of the Shpana organization who also serves as Khamenei's advisor for security affairs and the secretary of the Defense Council, and Mohammad Shirazi, who has been the head of Khamenei's military office since the year 1980.